What's up YouTube, this is GalacticGod. Now quite recently I started playing Hearthstone on both the computer and my mobile device, and I must say that I'm actually pretty pleased with it. But it's got me thinking, how come Konami cannot follow suit with this? Now for years, Konami has been trying to crack the code to bringing us a really good online simulated version of Yugioh. Now you would think that this would probably be pretty easy because we already have resources such as Dueling Network, DevPro, Yugioh Pro at our disposal. So the whole player base has already seen a good Yu-Gi-Oh simulator put to work and put into the community for them to use. So really, Konami should just have to follow suit and just produce something very similar to what's already out there, just under the Konami brand. Now over the past few years, Konami has of course tried a couple of different things. Neither of them has really worked out too well. So what I would like to do in this video is talk about those previous attempts and why I personally think they didn't really work out. Now a couple years back, Yu-Gi-Oh! Bam! Was introduced to us. It was a web-based game playable through social media sites like Facebook. The game included over 700 cards, 99 of which were exclusive to the crafting feature, something new to the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Now unfortunately, the gameplay was not really like that of the actual card game, so it actually discouraged many duelists from giving this version of Yu-Gi-Oh! A chance. So much so that on September 30th, 2014, the game closed. Now although there still is a version of this for mobile devices, the fact that it really couldn't get going online is kind of saddening. But Yu-Gi-Oh! Bam! Was not the end of Konami trying to come up with an online version of the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! They learned from their mistakes and they were determined to actually create a good simulated version of Yu-Gi-Oh! For everyone in the player base. Thus they announced the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Arena. Now this trading card simulator had an automatic duel system, similar to that of DevPro and Yugioh Pro. Duelists everywhere became very excited at the prospect of having an official version of Yu-Gi-Oh! To play online. And the beta version was made available to everyone on May 30th, 2014. Unfortunately though, duelists quickly found out that this simulator had many faults. The first of which being that any data gained during the open beta version would not be transferred to the commercial version of the game when it was finally opened. Not only that though, there were many glitches and bugs throughout the game, plus it seemed to move extremely slow, much slower than that of any of the other simulators that were free to the player base already online. The open beta version would eventually end on June 19th and the official version was released on June 26, 2014. Now much like the beta version, unfortunately due to lackluster response from the player base, which cited the need to spend an enormous amount of money to have a decent deck worth playing, and the fact that there were still many glitches and bugs in the simulator, it just did not seem worth it for many of them. And on January 28th, 2015, just 7 months after the official opening, it was announced that the game would be going offline. And on March 27th, 2015, it did, making the lifespan of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Arena only 9 months long. Now for me personally, I really hope that Konami can one day get their stuff together and create for us a really good online version of the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! But down in the comment section below, remember let me know what you guys think. Do you think Konami will ever actually be able to do this? Or do you think stuff like DevPro, Dueling Network, Yugioh Pro are really going to be the only resources available to the player base worth using? And I guess that's it for now. This is GalacticGod, out.